Rob Zombie's The Munsters may be the worst movie he's ever made. There's a good chance it's the worst film of the year, and it's in the running for the worst movie ever. Every single frame is an affront to the senses, eyes, ears, and yes, even smell. It stinks in a truly monumental way. From the moment the trailer was released, it was destined for terribleness, but the end product somehow defies these expectations and creates something truly transcendent. First and most obvious is the color choices. In almost every shot there is garish light, costuming, or both. They do not fit together. They do not fit the theme. It's not a reference to the original, although there are plenty of those to be had. It's simply a baffling choice that makes the film genuinely difficult to watch. Almost all the transitions between scenes are bizarre star wipes, but with different classic Halloween decorations. There are bats, lightning bolts, and bones. It never looks good or is funny, which begs the question, why? To be fair, most of the film asks that and offers nothing. The plot of the film is sparing and somehow also insulting. The first 20 or so minutes are making Frankenstein's monster, and it goes exactly as expected. There's a 5-minute setup for the joke where Igor takes the wrong brain. This is not Young Frankenstein. It's not even Dracula Dead and Loving It. Zombie's other films have some amount of dark humor to them, so it seems that he does understand comedy. It's just curiously absent from this. It turns out instead of a genius brain, they stole a stand-up comic one. He then goes on TV and begins to tell the lamest puns. The other protagonist, Lily, played by the ever-present and rarely good Shelley Moon, sees him and is instantly infatuated. It's now time to talk about her performance. In the original series, she has a normal voice. In fact, they all did. They were a normal sitcom family who happened to be Universal monsters. Here, she offers a high-pitched squealing with exaggerated arm movements for every line. This may be another attempt at humor, but it's impossible to tell. She goes to see the monster, now named Herman. For reasons unknown to anyone but Zombie, he is the lead singer for a band and plays guitar. It was previously established he has a pianist's fingers, but he's smashed a piano before, so apparently that means nothing. Herman falls in love at first sight, and there's a montage of them on dates. At the end of the first week, he proposes. He's nervous, but she immediately accepts. Her father disapproves, but that comes to nothing. Generally, conflict is central to both a film and a comedy, with comedic misunderstandings a staple of the original show. Here, all conflict is resolved within the scene, if not sooner. All the while this is going on, Lily's brother, a werewolf, is in trouble with some Romani people. He owes them money, and they want the deed to his father's castle. They try to trick the father, but that doesn't work. Then he tricks Herman, and it does work, which doesn't really make any sense as it's not his castle to sign away and he wasn't even married into the family when he did that, but logic doesn't exist in this world, so that's fine. They plan to tear down the castle and build a casino in its place. The brother says he's going to win more money in Las Vegas. These concepts never intersect. In fact, at the end of the film he pops up and gives the rest of the family a huge amount of money that he's won in Vegas, and that solves all their problems instantly. After losing their home, Grandpa, Lily, and Herman fly to America and buy the house the day they get there. The only conflict is they arrive on Halloween night and everyone's in costume. The next day, Herman heads outside and is terrified and disgusted by the normal-looking neighbors. This ignores the honeymoon in Paris with normal people, the normal people in Transylvania, and his wife who looks completely normal, and also is contrary to his character from the original show. That's the entirety of the plot, and it drags. The film is 110 minutes long, but feels much, much longer. This is a film best watched in 15-minute increments, then a large amount of drinks, then back to it. Scenes contribute nothing, no humor, and no substance. There's no concept of foreshadowing or subtle joke. Even the most basic concepts, mostly stolen from the original, are repeated over and over and emphasized to the point they lose any semblance of humor they once had. Most films have at least one redeeming quality. Score, acting, direction, something. This has none. It is truly abysmal and a waste of not only time, but bandwidth. Avoid at all costs. A terrible film can be lampooned, like The Room and Birdemic. They're classics for a reason. A bad comedy is best left forgotten, and this is fighting with the Master of Disguise and the Love Guru.